talking. Okay. Yeah, I know you don't know what you're saying. Everyone knows you don't know what you're saying. Hello, Fundus. Okay. Do I have my... Alright. The rare Hikari analysis. Okay, first of all, this is not how you wear a fucking mask, man. That's my first analysis. Look at this. Right here. See that? Not how you wear a mask, man. Oh, is my thingy now? Oh, okay. I turned off the white. I was like, what? This right here? Not how you wear a mask. Okay, moving on. Okay, already out of the gate. So let's talk about style. So going into this match, you as someone who has watched Pred play a lot at this point, to know that Pred's a really lame player. And when I say lame, I mean like his whole game plan is to just like wait for you to run into shit. Doesn't do much else. He has like kind of an issue with commitment. So like he has some times where he just kind of just YOLOs. But like most of the time he's just floating backwards and waiting for you to approach, and then he wants to mash Gohan assist to stop you from going in. Okay, so with that in mind, there's a few different things that you should be looking for anytime you're looking to approach. Either your approach has to be fast enough to where he can't mash assist on defense, or you have to avoid the effective zone, which is kind of hard to do in certain situations. But already in this first situation, so like we've created space between you two, right? A lot of space here. So Pred's winning here already. Why is he winning? Because his team beats yours from full screen, unless he gets hit by Vegito. That's the only time that you're gonna pretty much win neutral here, especially with no meter. You don't even have meter to do like beam EX here to force your way in. And so it's already difficult after the space has been created. That being said, like there's a few different things that you can look for, because 21 only covers horizontal, and so like diagonal approaches like from up here are like pretty good. However, they take time. And you don't want to risk like Kid Buu being able to get under you and like going for air to airs. So like you really gonna have to pick your spots. And when I say pick your spots, you're gonna have to really manage this double jump, which you tend to spend early a lot. So like this situation is actually quite bad for you, I would say. So like you get hit by the key blast and you tech forward, right? If you are afraid, right? If you're afraid of what happens after the situation, you shouldn't be teching forward here. Teching forward is used to either get out of a corner or saying like, I want to scramble now because I want to be closer to your opponent. Because look at the distance between you. Look at the distance between you and him. So there's a few different things that could happen here. He could go air to air and jail you to the ground. You could just get hit because you don't block in time on the forward tech in the first place. The problem with that is that like if he is fast enough, then you don't even get to press 17 assist, which is like pretty awkward unless you like completely mash it. But the biggest problem is that after you tech, you burn double jump. And so like if Pred was just a little bit more aggressive, and you're gonna find people that are more aggressive in these situations, SD is a pretty good thing to do here. You've spent double jump, you have no meter. It's a pretty hard reaction with DP as well. You also can't jab it because it comes from too low. You can't jab this this SD. But I think Pred more so looked for your landing, right? Because you burn double jump, and so like, actually no, he backs off. Like why would he back off there? He's like such a good position there to like just dash forward, like call Gohan. And so like burning your double jump after forward tech there is like really dangerous. You should be really careful. You put yourself in a bad situation without even thinking. And then yeah, there's a 21 assist. This is what I was saying by like full screen. In full screen, you're gonna feel like you have to bet on like SD and stuff like that. But honestly, like sometimes you're just gonna have to wait them out. Hard DDM. You're gonna have to get comfortable. Like when you choose to play this team, like you're gonna lose. You're gonna lose some point matchups. Some point matchups are just gonna be really hard for you, and that's just the nature of playing Blue Gogeta. And so like what you don't want to do is continually find your way, like trying to force your way in over and over again, because like the moment your opponent notices like, oh, he's trying to force his way in, they can structure the entire neutral game off of, all right, this guy's just choosing like full screen SD and whatnot to get in, right? And he waits for you to SD here, you get 2H, and that's because like Pred is like literally he just waits. He doesn't really do anything else. And so what you should be focusing more on is using your movement to cut the space, right? And so like you can move without committing, and then he has no time to react whenever you eventually do pull the trigger. Like a super dash from there versus a super dash in the mid range, like way different like difficulties of responding to. This is a bad character for you to lose first to barrier. You rely on barrier a lot for your defense, and so like, yeah, this is not a great position to start things. Yeah, you get the same sided. You just go for the level 3. Barking scramble is probably gonna happen after here. I don't think he's gonna take it. He does. Wow. Okay. Scary stuff. Scary stuff. He is off cooldown. Okay, I think a lot of the time when you play this game, you're mashing your assist off cooldown. Like the moment your assist comes up, you're like pressing it. And I think it would do you a lot of good to just wait sometimes. Just hold the assist call so it's more of a threat. Because like if he's paying attention to your cooldown, like he's gonna know like, okay, he is Gogeta now, so I really just need to make sure I don't get hit by this. Now you have to fight without an assist again. Wow, he actually gets the hit there, but he's already committed to tag. Challenge, yep. Overextensions. So like when you're in on offense, it's enticing with like a character like Vegito to just stay in and like keep pressing shit in hopes that your opponent will wiggle. But this is a good challenge from him. You have no assist. And like if he gets hit, he's not gonna die, so like he is like okay taking this risk, and the reward for him is huge because now you're even further behind than you originally were. So I think sometimes you should just disengage. Like when you're in this game, it's not necessarily the end all be all. Sometimes you're just gonna want to back off and wait for your resources to reset, especially when you're down 1 assist to 2. It's gonna be hard to like continually try to force an engagement. Okay, he's grabbed. He's gonna live, I think. Yeah, that's tough. Oh, he missed that. That was close. I think EX hits you here, actually. I think if he just presses EX ball, then he gets the hit. But he tried to gale it, greedy. I don't like this. It's like I'm sure it like works sometimes on people as like a gimmick, but like really, like I was saying before, like your main goal in a set like this is to threaten him by existing, being near him and threatening with your presence, because his team is not gonna want to scramble with yours. Your team's much better in a scramble. Callie with the raid, thank you, bro. His team's not gonna want to scramble with yours, so you should be moving forward and threatening with your presence. And you can't do that if you commit to like command grab on Oki, right? Because now he gets out for free. You have not threatened anything. So what you should do is meaty, especially when his life bar is low, because now you can look for tag, right? If he's trying to do like reflect tag, or he's holding tag and block stun, right? We can get a free 2H and kill him on that. But you can't do any of that if you commit to this, and you just let him out for free. It's like you have to be there. You have to be near him to be able to threaten something. He has no reason to respect this Oki once he notices you're nowhere close to him at all. Like, there's no purpose. Thank you, Callie. Thank you. A lot of shit to get through today. Okay. Have to hold this. What? Oh, it's whack. Yeah. You're already mashing reflect. He actually fucked it all the way up, and somehow the J2H gets him over the beam and he full punished. That's hilarious. What? Killed him here. What are you doing? Why would you let him live? Kill him, bro. What are you doing? Wow, you lose a whole character for that too. If he did 1S there, would he have been fine? No. The only person that had the 1S bug was Ginyu. Every other character, if you press 1S, you're gonna get something. He would have gotten a 2S if he pressed 1S in that situation. It doesn't work for an option select. You see, like how most of your approaches, like I said before, right? Most of your approaches are full screen, like just cranking something full screen and hoping that it gets there, right? You have to play a more thought out neutral game, man. It's too high risk. Like as you start fighting like people that are stronger and stronger, right? Like when you fight the French and stuff, they're gonna let you hang yourself. They're gonna be like, all right, this guy's gonna super dash. I'm gonna 2H him and take 70% and take a knockdown. And then you're gonna mash TP or you're gonna mash reflect on wake up. And you're just gonna lose characters. So you really gotta figure out you gotta use your movement. Use your movement. Dash jump plus Vegito is mad strong as an approach. Like it covers a lot of space. And it's not very committal at all. You don't have to be cranking full screen super dashes to hit your opponent. Held up. Yeah, wow, he really dropped that. I think you were dead, actually. It's close. I think you would have died though, but fortunate. Oh, he thought you were gonna appear on the other side. You get 2H. Yeah. First time you've done that this set, too. Blame you too much. A lot of life lost for that. You really can't let Pred hit you without sparking here. Losing this character would be really bad given how much blue life you have. Yeah, I agree. Next time. Nah, no. Just like I don't know. This is yeah. This is mad awkward. This is mad awkward. I think you're better off stringing him and then going for your mix afterwards. Like call the assist to string him and then mix after. Don't like go for it solo. And then like, so like you go for it solo and pretty much you're like, oh shit, I didn't hit him. So I'm going to mash assist to try to get me out. And I'm going to scramble because you SD and you mash 5L, right? And now you whiff. Like this is a 5M punish from Pred. And all this could have been avoided by just like actually stringing him into a mix up instead of doing all that. So like you can still do like even though he doesn't have like a fast low, you can still do like empty vanish and then like make him guess how many overheads. You could do like JL air dash JL or like empty vanish air dash to the other side button, like that type of stuff still works. You don't have the tunnel vision on it. He didn't punish though. Empty vanish and hit him. Pred just slow on the draw. Okay, no knockdown here. See, back off. Fine. Thought him slipping. Yep. Okay. Assist now. Pred's gonna challenge anywhere would be around here. Okay. So like you kind of give him a free punish here. I know you do this because you're trying to get them to bite on a DR crush, but if he's just a little bit faster, he actually just straight up punishes you. So be careful about giving him free opportunities to punish when you don't need to. Like I said, you can just disengage. You don't have to, like you're winning here. You're winning by so much. If you look at the life bar disparity, you don't have to force anything right now. If you don't hit him with your mix-up attempt, just create space between you and him. Back up. Back up, wait for your assist to come off cooldown. And then it becomes infinitely harder for him to come back into the game. If you choose things like this EX, they're gonna take free punish. Like sometimes people are just gonna be ready and they're gonna punish you for it. What a 2S. I don't see that move used very often. Hello. Oh, I thought he was gonna get smoked by 17. Not gonna lie. See how like a lot of the time when you're engaging, right? A lot of the time when you're engaging, you're using both assists to just get in the first place, and so then you have no assist for the mix-up opportunity. And I think that's a big gap in your resource management that needs addressing. It should not be taking both of your assists to win neutral here. It should take one and then use the other to threaten for offense. What is your H, huh? So he only 2H'd you there because you've done so many full screen SDs that I think he was looking for it. But oh, tag again. Okay, scrambles, no assist. Like, see how uncomfortable you are without your assist? That's why you should focus on holding them a bit longer. Get more of a backup plan. Get grabbed. Okay, team 3. Happen here. Ah, again. It's almost like I'm a genius. And exactly what I said is what's happening. Right? Full screen SD, cranked again. Why? For what reason? Move with your assist instead. So like, instead of calling assist and SDing, hoping that he gets hit by a raw Vegito call, right? Why not dash jump, right? And then call the assist. You cover all, bro, you cover so much, right? You cover so much. The only way you can really avoid that approach is if he's already super jumping. And that's hard. That's hard given how fast Vegito is. Most of the time they're gonna like air block and be forced to guess on an engagement, like whether he wants to mash super dash through or just like get jailed to the ground, stuff like that. You don't have to bet on like, I'm gonna just press Vegito right? This is a bad assist call, right? It's hard to have bad assist calls with Vegito, but this is a bad assist call because it's full screen. You have no contingency plan. Then you follow up with SD. He could have landed and 2H'd your ass. He didn't. Could have also gotten your super dash jabbed. He didn't. But these are all things that you know you have to consider when we're talking about approaches. You should definitely be closer when you call this assist, or at least move with your assist. Don't wait until afterwards. Oh, now you have no assist. Pred's probably gonna go in now. Yep. Do you see how Pred is playing around his resources? This is like more or less like what I'm trying to ingrain into your mind. So you can see, right? You burn both assists. That's the key for your opponent to go in, right? No assist on you. He has 2. He's like, all right, I'm getting something started. He uses 1 assist to get in because you're forced to take the 21 block stun after you block the 2S. And now he goes for the mix-up with Gohan. He calls his assist too late, but under normal circumstances, this would be a jail. And he doesn't get a straight up 50-50 here, and this is blockable, but it's still mix. And that's like more or less what you should be looking for. You should be looking to win neutral with the Vegito assist, use the 17 to mix once you're in. But instead, you're using both assists in the neutral, and it creates a very high risk environment where if you don't hit your opponent with a YOLO option, they're winning neutral against you like probably 70 to 80% of the time. And so like you can fix that by just having better assist calls and using your movement along with your resources a little bit more. Yep. Yep, back off. So like, yeah, he's not looking to commit here because he has no assist. Like I said, the assist determined everything. So he backs off here, sees that you DPs, and then goes back in. He misses the combo here. Don't know how. Credit the scrub. But so like this DP, right? Let's talk about this DP. His DP is not great because he has no assist, right? What are you scared of? What are you afraid of here? You got to keep in mind that they nerfed assist regen, and so like you have to leave block stun for 20. You have to leave block stun for 20 frames in order for him to start regenning assists. You can see he hasn't even started regenning them yet. And so like, what are you afraid of? Why are you DPing? There's no reason. It's literally just like you really don't want to block for any reason, and so you bet on this high risk option when you really don't have to. You can easily block this out. Easily. You can even 2H this JM if you're a little bit more patient. But most likely what would happen if you don't EXDP is he does backdash, right? And you don't press anything, and his offense is over. He can't stop you from jumping at that point. Can't stop you from tagging. It's just, yeah. You know the names are at the top of the screen, right? Oh my god. Why is the video so cursed? Okay, Exodus. I know what it is, but I'm trying to. It's not enough to tell people. Listen, I didn't get to be the analyst that I am today off of just telling people something and just leaving it at that. You have to elaborate on these things that people don't understand. Let's see. Okay, see what happened. Not ready. 360p gang. Yeah, their bitrate's not great. It's on 1080p, but it's their bitrate. I think that is not super great. It is what it is. Yeah, ultra mixed. I'm pretty sure here you thought that he would not be able to air dash late enough to get the overhead, because that happens. Stuff that happens where you staircase and like the opponent defending is in the air high enough to where like they can't air dash low enough to still get an overhead because they'll hit them airborne, but that's not what happened here. He presses JM. This is like almost frame perfect, I think. Hard to know there. Oh, he messed up. No. See, there's that cranking that super dash again. Why? You have assist advantage here. Use it. This is where an assist call would be good, right? Next situation, he misses, right? You spend double jump. Like, I'm surprised you didn't call Vegito here. I'm very, very surprised. This would be a place that calling Vegito is alright. Calling Vegito and blocking, because if he wants to like YOLO super dash thinking that you're gonna call Vegito, then he can get through. But like, he still doesn't get much because he still doesn't have the assist, right? So even if he ends up forcing you to block an SD, you get your jump back, you get a tag opportunity, you have another assist to back you up. It's like just better in this situation and wait and see, more so than get impatient. We've been gone a while with him, Jazz for the tier 1. Tomorrow you graduate and you become a soldier. Wait, like you're going to the military? No. The sentiment here is not to use your assist, it's to use your assist better. There's a difference between an assist call and a good assist call, and we want to use good assist calls. Oh, I didn't know. National Guard, I see this. Hope everything works out for you, bro. Get out of there as soon as possible. What happened? Anyway, back to the match. Okay, out of the corner. All right, get the hit there. And 2H. EX. Yep. 2 assists here. I would get Vegito out just to manage the blue life. Agree. Level 3. I think you should level 3 him here. It's not the worst to not, but the problem with not level 3ing here is that there's a few different things that could cause the situation to go shitty real quick. Mostly delay wake up is like the problem, because like if you delay wake ups, then you're like pretty much forced to mash 17 in order to keep him locked down, and then you lose your mix up assist. You lose your mix up assist if he does actually do that, because you're just doing it. You're doing it for option coverage at that point, and you're not going to get that great of a mix up. But he up techs, and so he should get mixed here. I think this is kind of an oversight on your part. Yeah, don't Rekka. Don't Rekka. Just JLL and force the blocktion mix. Yeah, because then you go mid afterwards, and that's not threatening at all. True. He messes up. Bet on reflect. This is dangerous though. I can tell you right now that like if you're mashing reflect during people's sparking mix, you can die in a lot of ways. Thankfully he messes up and you don't eat a fat like 5M pre-spark combo, because it's guaranteed death. Guaranteed death if you get hit here. And so sometimes I would be very careful, because like some people are gonna bait you. Some people are gonna bait you by like setting up what looks like the sparking mix and then just doing nothing, and you're gonna mash reflect. You're gonna eat a pre-spark 5M and take 90%, or just lose a character outright. So you want to keep that, and you still press 2H afterwards. I guess you thought he would air dash back in. This is also a free punish for Pred. He's so slow on the reaction here. Bro, what is up with this video? Why does it keep snapping back there? I'm so confused. I don't understand why that's happening. So annoying. Yeah, I don't think you also need a 2H if you're gonna reflect, because he can empty vanish on reaction and punish this 2H. Or force you to panic vanish and then just punish that too, so. You got mixed. I think you tried to mash reflect again. Nice. I was fortunate that he got hit by that, because this is going to be an awkward situation if he didn't. Backdash 5M is one of your trademarks, so you just EX Lariats to catch you. Drops the combo though, so still alive. See how much see how uncomfortable Pred is in the neutral. So like 100% here. So like he's just like double jumping in neutral over and over again, right? And that's because like he is very scared. He's a very scared player. And so like what you should do here, right, is cut the screen in half by moving forward, right, and look for a mash assist call. So like overwhelming majority of the time, what's gonna happen here is he's gonna see you get half screen and press assist. He's gonna see you get half screen and press EX legs. Those are like the two main options that he chooses when he's in positions like this. That's why he's jumping so much. But thankfully you have frame 1 invulnerability, and so like if you can react by moving forward, you can avoid the assist call if he has it. He actually doesn't have it here yet. Or you could approach airborne, right? Let's say you approach airborne and he presses EX, you can EX him out of his EX. What do you do when you're Janemba though and they're double jumping all day like Pred? Man, it's hard. It depends on your assist for sure. It's because like I think his key blast is too slow sometimes to catch certain jump momentums. Honestly, like I would still try to attack him post double jump. I don't know how strong the tracking is on like JS and 5S though. It's a little awkward for those characters for sure. Oof. You could just YOLO. You could YOLO. But I try to discourage people from doing so. So this was good. I would like for you to do this with movement more so than this 5M. So like you have Vegito brain. You have Vegito brain in like the worst way. And so like you just be pressing 5M like in situations where you really just don't need to. And like here it works out because Pred burns double jump. He also committed to bomb. You get underneath the bomb by 5Ming. You can also just do this with dash momentum, right? So like if he's SDs, right, and you dash forward, let's say he SDs, you block the SD, you dash you dash OS, right? If he double jumps, then you checkmate him, right? You checkmate him because he can't bomb because it won't hit you. He can't key blast. He can't key blast because it will miss. If he EXs, you 2H or you EX grab him. You put him in a checkmate scenario by dash OSing here, whereas 5M is a little bit too slow. And it's also harder to confirm if you do end up hitting him. Which you do. You end up hitting him trying to press some shit, but then you miss the confirm because like it's just like an awkward hit. You'd have to do 5S 2H out of this already. When you're just looking to get pressure, so most of the time you're not going to start your string with that in the first place. You're looking for a block string here, and so you're not ready to hit confirm. No, it's not tier 2s, bro. It's back to normal. No, it's been back to normal tier 1 subs. So. No, you're good, bro. Get mixed, kiddo. You didn't hit him from that? Wow. No, what are you doing, man? Why auto combo? Hey, you really gotta learn to threaten with your movement, man. Yeah, just pressing shit and hoping is like, it's just not gonna cut it past a certain point. It's just not gonna get it done. It's not gonna get it done. A person that has good movement and is threatening with their presence is way scarier. Way scarier. Yeah, and YOLO super dash again. So, what do we learn from this set, right? First of all, your assist calls, really bad. You're pretty much mashing your assists off cooldown. And so like if your assist calls don't just randomly hit your opponent in neutral, you're having an extremely hard time winning neutral. You're betting on full screen super dash. You're not picking different angles of approaches. You're not moving with your assists. And so like that's part of the reason is because you're just literally mashing your assists anytime they're available. And so like you're left to play neutral with these characters that don't have fantastic neutral, especially without assists behind them. Like Gogeta and 17 like without assists, like their neutral is pretty lackluster. It's really like Vegito's is good, but like he still would much rather have the assist backing him up, especially if you get a straight hit in neutral or something like that. And so like it doesn't make sense for you to just be mashing these off cooldown. Focus on quality over quantity. It's not about who calls their assist the most time in the neutral game. It's about who calls their assist better. You only need one assist call to win neutral in this game. If it's a really good one, you're gonna get a full combo. You're gonna get the pressure that you're looking for. You don't need to be mashing it, just hoping that eventually he just gets hit by something. Because people are gonna have good movement. They're gonna understand how to play the game. They're not gonna get hit by your random ass assist calls that you're mashing off cooldown, right? Like it's gonna get harder and harder to hit people that way as time goes on. So that's the first thing. Second thing, defense. You don't block at all, and we've addressed this before, but like it's becoming an issue. It's becoming an issue because you're choosing committal defensive options without considering the risk of your opponent. So like when we choose something like reflect or we choose something like DP, right? It's because we recognize the risk reward involved with letting our opponent get the mix-up. So if my opponent's gonna 50-50 me, but I know that he can't true string into it, I might choose reflect or I might choose DP to stop the mix-up from happening before it becomes a problem, right? However, you're choosing mash reflect and you're choosing DP in situations where it's very easy to block, right? When your opponent has no assist, is a solo character, they're not threatening you with anything. As long as you can tech DR, there's nothing to worry about. And I know you can tech DR, so there's no reason to be mashing DP there. Instead, focus on alleviating the pressure by removing yourself from the bad situation. What does that mean? That means if your back is the corner and your opponent is trying to pressure you and they have no assist, focus on escaping the corner. Positioning is gonna matter more than explicitly getting the punish outright. So pressing DP tells me that you want the full combo, because Gogeta gets full combo off the DP, right? Of course, and that's nice to have. However, what is gonna get you the hit an overwhelming majority of the time is removing yourself from bad positioning and then getting the hit that way. If you get yourself out of the corner and you're able to play with assist advantage again, you're gonna get the hit anyway. So you don't need to hit your opponent right away. It's not like, shit, he's doing something, I need to DP him here and now or else I'm gonna lose, right? No need to do that, especially whenever like he's not threatening with any type of explicit mix-up. It's just staggers. That's all it is. All it is. All it is staggers. Why are we mashing DP and why are we mashing reflect? It leads to a very high risk dynamic on your defense that is very exploitable, very, very exploitable. And people have exploited it before. You usually cycle between three options. It's reflect, it's hold up, or it's DP if you have Gogeta. You don't always have Gogeta. But sometimes you've even like bet on level 1 super with 17. You're like choosing very committal offense most of the time. When in situations like I know that you have pretty good reactions, you can block, bro. I promise you. Promise you, if you block a little bit more, you'll be better off. You'll be better off because you're gonna exhaust your opponent out of those resources. You're gonna make it harder for them to open you up just by running pressure. You're gonna force them to mix you. It's either mix me or don't hit me, right? That's the dynamic you want to create. You don't want to be getting hit by standard ass staggers or like, you know, fake shit, right? You want to make it so they have to go for a mix up and land it to hit you. Otherwise, it's just like, it's just hard. It's really hard to win. If he isn't, he's trolling. No. When I do analysis, I have an option on my thing that people can check for them to for me to just do it and put it on VOD and they just look at it later. So it's fine, bro. Don't worry. Cool, we'll be okay. But yeah, so that's something that's really, really important to the way the game is being played, right? 2H's, right? So you 2H a lot, and 2H is pretty good in this game. However, I think you tunnel vision on it too much. And I think it's because like you play a decent amount of net play, and that shit just works. Like just pressing 2H against net play monsters, it just works. I know, trust me, I know how it works. However, like you really got to think about when are you pressing it, right? What is it really a good option to press it here? Because like sometimes you press 2H in situations where you have no business pressing 2H, and because you press it, you give up a free punish, or you let your opponent get a free punish, right? In a situation where you should have gotten pressure or been an advantage, you have now given your opponent a free punish. That's really not good. Not good at all. You should really think out what you're doing on defense a little bit more, and you should think about what you're doing in neutral too. But mostly like it's not about, yeah, a lot of the time when you play someone good, it's not about explicitly just what you see in front of you, right? It's not just, I saw my opponent do this, and so that's what I'm responding to. Because a lot of the time they're going to put you in situations where you just don't get to react, right? Sometimes you're just going to have to defend. Sometimes you're just going to have to guess. But you can put yourself in better positions to prevent the situation from happening. And I think that's what you need to focus on, more so than being in the moment and scrambling and thinking like, okay, you know, I'm close to my opponent, I need to hit him, I need to hit him, I need to hit him, right? Focus on creating more stable avenues to get your pressure started, i.e. from winning neutral, having better assist calls, threatening with movement, avoiding assists, you know, answering these options in a stable way, right? If you do that, then the pressure and the mix-ups are just going to come naturally. You're going to find yourself winning neutral higher percentage of the time, and you're just going to smoke them, right? You're gonna have that assist for whenever you run your mix-up, so it's much more threatening. You're not going to have to spend 2 assists in neutral to just get in, and then have to rely on DR in order to get a combo, right? Because 6M's not going to cut it there. And yeah, and I think you could add a little bit more to your mix-ups too. You rely a lot on system mechanics for mix right now. There's a decent amount of 6M, more so than DR. But I think you could work in some stuff like fake cross up super dash, like super jump plus assist, like stop string, super jump plus assist, the kaiden. Like that type of stuff is still really good, and it hits everyone. Like there's not a single person in the game that doesn't get hit by that shit. The only people that can avoid getting hit by shit like that are people that are already mashing. And if they're choosing to just mash against you that has 10 frame barrier assist that full combos, they're just gonna die anyway. And so like it doesn't really matter. You're just gonna win the game like that. So I think these are things that you should really think about going forward, because you're gonna get thrown into the wolves pit with, you know, these tournaments coming up, and like Europe's going to fucking Bump's birthday bash, bro. Like you really gotta flush out this game plan before you get cooked, because it's gonna feel really bad to get cooked on these things that I'm talking about. And if you do not fix them in time, you will get cooked. Yeah, it will happen. It will happen. It will happen. This game plan that you're running right now is all right, and it'll work against a decent amount of people. But these people that you're going to be playing in these tournaments are not most people. They are the 0.1%. They are the people that will punish, you know, these flaws. They will notice your habits. They will smoke you for them. So gotta fix. Yeah, me didn't combo. Seeing this shit go from 2 to 4 frames is real tough. Wait, what Raj cheats here? Just debuff him. You forgot that you don't get a knockdown here anymore. You already spent M spin, so you don't get an SKD anymore. Just debuff him off the first interaction. Mixed. Okay. Oof, try to scramble. So like, in these situations, right? So he like backs off because he doesn't have an assist, right? These are the type of situations where you want to press spin, right? These are the situations where you want to press spin, where you press 2-1 for H, especially because you have 2 assists behind you. And so like it's gonna be really hard. It's gonna be really hard to stop you from spinning here. That shit is mad fast. And you're also running DP assist, so like even if he tries to like bait it out and punish, most of the time he's not gonna get there in time. Greedy not sparking there. You're holding tag. So like you're showing X here, so that's you are holding tag on the IED. Yeah. So you probably tried to jump in and get a raw tag out, and that's why you get hit low here. Nah, he didn't want reflect tag because like, well, I mean, unless he was trying to do it in a string, but that's like, yeah, don't do that. Oh, you are mashing, friend. Why you mashing, bro? You died for that too. Actually, he might not kill you. I think he could have definitely got a DR ender there and killed, but fucked up. Party time. Okay. Man, Twitch's video player is still fucking garbage, man. Makes me so mad when I do these things. Yeah. Pretty scary. I wonder if you chose SD because you saw Key Blast earlier. This is extreme, bro. This SD is so dangerous here because he has a 10 frame barrier. I'll be really careful. I'll be really careful about pressing SD here. You could try to check it with like EX grab, but then you risk getting baited by like backdash. It's a hard situation. I would just counter spark here, if I were in your position, just because like there's too many ways that this can go wrong, and at this point, if you get hit, you get debuffed, and that's pretty much the game, because you're down and you're down a character, Cooler's on death row. And like your main source of damage, which is Broly, is going to be debuffed. It's going to be really hard to win at that point. So I really just wouldn't take the mix-up. And I certainly wouldn't get hit by 3H in a string. What? The fuck was this? You both fucked up. You got hit by 3H. You have no business getting hit by 3H here. And then like... he does empty vanish, assist, and this is the grounded version, right? Wait, why did this hit her? This isn't the air version. Why did this hit him? It looked like he was still airborne. What? What am I looking at? That was fucking weird. That was fucking weird, man. Oh, you're running 3H assist. You're not even running DP. Damn, that changes things. Okay. Still don't get much, yeah. Maybe the other level one if you're gonna do that. What? What are you doing? DR? What is happening, bro? Net play is a jug. So he drops, he presses EX, you do air block, so he is plus. He was scared, so he reflects. Cursed. When you're at assist advantage, especially like this game state is like really good. really good for you. Like, you really just look for your opponent. Yeah, so the focus, there's two parts, right? You force your opponent to commit, and then you punish the commitment. Those are the two goals here. Whenever, especially when you're up characters. And so, like, you can force your opponent to choose options like this and, like, just fucking cook him for it. But you have to be willing to wait a bit longer, which sometimes it seems like you have problems with. You kind of get sucked into the vortex of like scrambling and shit, and so like you feel like you gotta go, when in reality you really don't. Chill. You mix? Oh yeah, then block the ID. Look at this, bro. Look how many SDs he's cranking at you from full screen here. A 1, a 2, a 3. A 4. Can't give your opponent that many chances. A rule of thumb is if you give your opponent, like no matter what opponent you're against, right? If you give them infinite amount of attempts to hit you, they're gonna hit you, right? And so if you don't answer in the if you don't answer them within a reasonable amount of time, you're gonna get hit eventually. Be very frustrated at yourself. Just debuff. Yeah. Oh, you build the meter from barrier. So this is awkward. I think you need to step forward a little bit. Or you did 5M too fast. One or the other. No assist here. Yeah, this is good. This is very good. And it's only good. It's only good in this situation because he has no assist, right? This is fine. Okay. Seems like he's having a little bit of trouble with barrier. 40 blocks then. Scrambles. Wow. You ID'd nothing and you actually landed. Maybe you were trying to go empty low or something. I don't know. That was so weird. Huh? Where's my empty vanish, sir? I ordered an empty vanish here. What's going on? Huh? Resource management, friend. You only have 7 seconds of sparking time. You better mix his ass during that 7 seconds. Yeah. So, okay. Jump resources. So a lot of people are getting fucked up by lab coat because they're not. Their movement sucks, for lack of a better term. And so, like, a lot of them are gonna look to undercut you by getting up underneath and pressing lariat like this. And it's especially good because a lot of people press like falling buttons And a lot of people like press key blast as they're falling too. And so like holding your double jump is especially important against this character, because if you jump and they're like, okay, I'm gonna press lariat plus assist, right? You will at least have your double jump to avoid the situation afterwards. Because even if you block, if you air block, you still get mixed. Because she gets it for free, right? And so like holding that double jump against this character is really important, so that you can avoid the lariat and stop her from just like skipping neutral and get her pressure started. So you should keep that in mind whenever you're trying to move against the character. A little bit quicker on the jaw, you get a punish there. EX spin. Free hit. And free hit, and even if there's some crazy situation where he's able to block, you still have an assist, so you get your turn after it. Okay. Oops. Got your ass. You held up. That shit is high block stun, so you have to respect it. Bitch. Yeah. What? Yeah. Another spin. Okay. Is the last game? Okay. I'll do one more. I think I have what I need to say already, though. But we'll check this last game. No assist. Okay, my turn. Okay. Fine. Oh, no combo. Whack dash. Gotta do that earlier if you're gonna do it. So here's the danger about choosing special tag and neutral like this, is that like a lot of people forget that your properties carry throughout the entire interaction. So like you press beam, right? You special tag, a lot of shit happens, it like whiffs, right? You still are forced to take the lady recovery. And so you fucking cook. Or he jabs you out of EX too. That shit is hilarious. Oh god, scrambles. Uh-oh. What happened here? Oh, you got baited. Oh, you air blocked. I see. Yeah. I dropped it though. Nice. It's a good punish. He should die. Yeah, that combo sucked. Okay, though. We're here to learn. Definitely should have died there, though. Nice, nice. So, like, instead of hard baiting, right? Like here, you hard bait by dashing forward and doing nothing. You can let your assist do this for you. If you meet with your assist here, then the assist gets reflected, but your character stays in and you're still plus. So, like, you can still force them to either block or get hit by meeting after the assist is gone. And that's a little bit better than risking someone doing just straight up wake up match and getting their turn back because you decided to dash up and do nothing, right? Interesting. Nice. I think you could have killed there, but okay. Your team has very high damage supers, and you have level 4. You have a level 2 on Broly. I think you definitely could have killed him there. Route would have maybe had to be adjusted though. Call out on backdash, nice. Tobe, what's up, bro? Buy an IDM, that's tough. No knockdown here though. Yeah, I can't guard cancel on that. The unguard cancelable character. Oh my god. That's a pretty hilarious way for this to end. Holy shit. Okay. Few things. One. Let's address this super dash issue. Right. So for someone who super dashes a lot, is like you super dash a lot, you're not dealing with it well. So like you're super dashing a lot, but then you're not ready for your opponent to be SDing a lot. So like super dash less, right? Most of the time, if you're having trouble dealing with system mechanics, it's because you're not waiting long enough to choose your options. It's because you're just rapid firing options in your head, and you're just choosing shit and choosing shit, when sometimes the best option is to just do nothing, or at least feign doing nothing. So like you can still approach your opponent in this game while still being ready to answer options, right? So putting yourself in positions where you can still threaten, but be ready for these full screen super dashes or these full screen approaches that he's choosing, because he pretty much YOLO approached you every time, whether it was super dash or EX orb on GT, right? Or EX lariat on lab coat. Like he just doesn't want to play an extended neutral game. Neither of you are relying on your long range tools all that much, and you're just like trying to go in and go in and go in. Well, the easiest way to punish that is just by playing a little slower, letting your opponent hang themselves. They choose committal option, you punish committal option. And most of the time on net play, that will be enough. They'll just choose the committal option over and over and over again, and then they lose. And then they lose because they just get punished over and over again. But you have to be willing to slow down, because I think you're also scrambling a lot. And so you get put into situations where you feel like you have to press shit or you have to YOLO when you really don't. You can choose to play off your opponent and notice that, okay, he's the one committing most of the time, so I can just focus on punishing the commitment. If your opponent plays slower and they're not committing and they're not approaching all that, you might have to switch up to a little bit more of an aggressive play style, where you're forcing your opponent to take a mix, or you're pressuring them by taking space from them. But until then, until he shows you that he can actually adjust his game plan, which is full screen move, and hope that you get hit by it, there's no reason to stop punishing him for doing so. But yeah, so you need to at least, at the very least, don't get hit by these SDs, right? It's one thing to say you need to 2H the super dash, more so, right? At least don't get hit by them, because not every super dash is 2Hable. Obviously, sometimes you're airborne, sometimes you're just not in position, sometimes you just don't react in time, right? But at least these full screen SDs should not be hitting you, right? You should at least be blocking them, and blocking them is quite good, just because your opponent has to spend a resource in order to disengage from you, whether that's a double jump or a backdash or press a move. And if you're in the air, you get your jump resources back as well. So that's definitely something really important. Next thing is, I think you need to do a defense bot, because a lot of the stuff that your opponent hit you with was very, very blockable. He's hitting you with standard IEDs, empty jump lows, stuff that is not that hard to block if you just build up the experience against it. And so defense bots are really good for that, because they just help you practice conventional defense. And I think that would help your game plan a lot, because right now you're so uncomfortable on defense that you're feeling like you have to press buttons in a lot of situations where you don't. And so if you get more comfortable blocking it out, you're gonna exhaust your opponent of those resources, and you're just gonna get you're gonna survive pressure a lot more. But right now you're pressing a lot of buttons until you're getting counter hit, and you're just kind of guessing on defense in places that you don't. And so I think you would benefit a lot from doing a defense bot. You need to try to find some more angles of approach. It's too linear right now. Like I said before, you're choosing SD a lot, so if you're here and your opponent's here, you're just choosing the super dash option a lot. And this is an accurate depiction of a path of a super dash. There's a defense bot command in here. I don't know if it still exists, but just hit up Super Larry. You can literally just put one into your game files. He has a whole Discord dedicated to it, so there's that. So yeah, so this is the accurate trail of a super dash, right? And so you're choosing this a lot, when in reality the best way to approach in this game is to establish a few different angles. And what do I mean by angles? Sometimes choosing the lariat style move is good, right? The move that just puts you full screen plus assist. But sometimes you might want to dash block plus assist, so you dash up to here and then you stop and you call assist. You wait to see what your opponent does. Sometimes you want to dash jump at your opponent, right? Sometimes you moon jump at your opponent, you go even higher. Sometimes you SD and you go like this, right? That's super dash. But if you only have one angle of approach, it becomes much easier to deal with you in the neutral, because your opponent is going to be okay, well, he only really does this when he gets put in a full screen scenario, and they're just going to look to answer just that. And if you don't have any other angles, then you just lose. You can never approach, because your opponent's always going to be ready. So establishing these different angles of approach is really important, and going hand in hand with that, of course, assist calls. You need to focus on calling your assists a little bit better, and being ready to confirm off of them. So it's one thing to call an assist and get a hit, but it's another thing to get a full combo from it. And most of the time when people don't get full combos off of their assists, it's either because they're running an assist that is very hard to full combo off of, or sometimes I've seen people have trouble confirming off Vegito A, and shit like that, right? And you might be thinking, how the fuck did you have trouble confirming off Vegito A? It's because they're calling their assist without reason. If you're here and you call your assist and it hits your opponent here, right? You're never going to make it there on time. You just won't. And so you need to move with your assist to put yourself into position to get the confirm, right? If you don't put yourself in range to get the confirm, then this assist is useless, because even if you hit your opponent here, you're not going to get anything. They're just going to tech, and that's going to be the end of it. And so you need to position yourself in a way that allows you to confirm off of the situation. So you're not always going to hit your opponent with the assist call, right? Sometimes they're going to block, but you can't get an actual string unless you're close to your opponent. You can do it from here, right? But you can't do it from back here unless you've already committed to doing beam or something like that. But it's a much less consistent game plan. So you should focus on putting yourself in effective range of your assists, so you're ready to confirm, whether that's a block string, or a combo or whatever. And I think that'll help you a lot. But mainly your the neutral and defense are the two things, right? I think your mix-ups could be better, for sure. Like there's not many situations where like you're block stringing your opponent, and you're just going for a mix and getting the hit. Most of the hits that you're getting is from a scramble. And so like I think you could practice your block strings a little bit better, make them a bit harder to deal with. But an overwhelming majority of the feedback that I have for you is that like your neutral needs work. Your neutral needs work. You need to work on your movement and your assist calls. Those are the two biggest things. And then on defense, you're just like getting opened up like pretty much anytime your opponent runs the offense. I know it's hard on like 4 frames and shit like that because net play is cursed, but like if you can't block like a standard block string into IED, like it's gonna be really hard for you to beat your opponents, because pretty much anyone is gonna get a hit every single time they go in unless you practice against it. Yeah, I would work on those things, and then like when you feel like you've practiced enough with those things, submit another VOD and we'll talk about it again. Wait, what the fuck is going on here? Crazy. Okay, next VOD. Oh, okay. It's from Tonymuse. Everyone's in the bottom left cam today. What's going on here? All right, Tony. The double L, huh? I wonder if this was in a tournament. It says it was a casual. Okay. Double L playing Yasha team. Wow. I've never seen this before, actually. Cool. So, okay. Already out of the gate, you have 18 brain. And so like, what is 18 brain? 18 brain is like once they buffed barrier, like an overwhelming majority of the time when situations like this happen, you're pressing barrier. Like it's crazy. Like people will just mash that shit. Okay, so it's really good against net play monsters, but like it puts you in some really awkward situations. It's gonna put you in some really awkward situations. Because as you fight better and better players, they're gonna be better at avoiding shit like this or just not interacting with barrier at all. And so like sometimes you don't want to press barrier. I know, crazy, right? Pretty crazy. Sometimes not pressing barrier is better. Sometimes it's better to just simply anti-air your opponent, or just hit them instead of relying on them pressing into the barrier and going in a roundabout way to get your hit. And so, yeah, you know, be really careful. Be really careful about tunnel visioning on barrier. Do I do analysis for Strive? I did, but it wasn't very popular, so I stopped doing it. DP brain. Okay, you blocked it out. Damn, he DP'd again. What a guy. Oh no. Ah. What'd you press here? Reflect? Oh yeah, I don't know what you pressed to reflect there. That was a guess. You have suffered for your guess. Okay. You see, you can tell. He should really tag. I don't know what he's doing. Oh my god. Is this an overhead? I thought this was a mid. Huh. This does no damage though. Look at this. No knockdown. Yeah, so you know to delay wake up. That's good. No assist here. Ah, see. So it's the same thing that I told Hikari, where like how committal your defense is should depend on the resources of your opponent. So here he's solo Gogeta, and so like betting on a reflect is like very, very dangerous because he's not. There's not many avenues for him to like mix you here anyway. And so like you don't need to choose a committal option like reflect. You can just see that there's a gap and then try to escape afterwards. But you give him an opportunity to get a free hit by pressing reflect there when you could have blocked it out. You're holding up a lot. Like you're trying to jump out of a lot of strings. Dangerous game to be playing. Yep, there you go. Get hit on your jump startup. And so, okay, don't forget that you have resources available to you. You can spark to save a character. You have GC. You also have GC vanish. If you absolutely don't want to take whatever string that your opponent is doing, which is be careful about whenever he has barrier assist up, because that will smoke some of those options. What is this combo? Okay. It looked like he was thinking about going for rejump and then he didn't. Drops, okay. Yeah, you're getting scrambled. You get pressed, you just didn't believe. And now you get DP'd. Okay. Yeah, I gotta work on that. Double jump spent in the corner. Yeah, you just can't do this. So like if you're gonna jump out of pressure, burning double jump like this is really dangerous. Like really, really dangerous. Because now you've essentially checkmated yourself. Because where can you go? All you can really do is like choose like dive or empty vanish to try to get out of the corner. But you're playing against a character that has frame 1 air invulnerability. So if you empty vanish, you get grabbed for free. Because you can't backdash anymore because you've already spent your double jump. So you gotta be really, really mindful of stuff like that. What's better, right? What's better in this situation is, let's say you get a jump and you notice that you're actually able to jump away. So like you jump here, right? Just empty vanish here. If you empty vanish here, then you still have your backdash, meaning just you can avoid the grab if he does decide to press it. But most of the time, you're just gonna catch people pressing 5M or committing in anyway, and you might just be able to disengage. So. Also, when you get this, when you start your string here, right? Go into EX ball empty vanish. You get mix here. The only way he can stop it is if he preemptively reflects and reflects the EX ball. But you actually just straight up get a mix up there. So there's no reason to hesitate or go for like a string reset or anything like that. This song was in Galaxy? Yeah. Oh. Should just die, right? Yep. Yeah. Game 2. No assist here. Okay. Gone high both times. Neither of them have gotten the hit there. Oh, this is kind of scary. What happened here? Oh, that's really close. That's really close. I think he missed the IED there. It's kind of weird. Alright, DP off the mark again. Scramble time. Barrier. Get hit by Vegito assist. Scramble, scramble, scramble. So yeah, reflecting a solo character, yeah. Okay, reflect tag this time. Maybe you should have considered going a bit further with this combo. So instead of going into grab, you go into dive here and call assist, because you're gonna build the 3 bars for the level 3 mid. Because the meter penalty will be over by then. So that might have been a little bit better of a route to go this time around. Nice. Nah. Listen. Okay. 21 words of the lies. Don't take SK. Don't take soft knockdown. Don't do it. It's too dangerous. It's too dangerous against the characters that you're playing against too. So it's dangerous in general, but it's especially dangerous against a team like this. A team that is made to scramble. You don't want to be betting on a soft knockdown here. There's too many ways that it can go wrong. His assists are way too fast. He has barriers. He has invulnerabilities. He has all that stuff. All you're gonna do is put yourself in a situation to where you're guessing, essentially. And so like, just take the SKD. You spent Vanish already, so you only get grab SKD, and that puts you a decent amount away. But it's okay, because your team is trying to play the long range anyway. That should be your focus in this set, is abusing your long range tools. So like, putting him back full screen is fine. So like, you see how this puts you in such a horrible situation. So this is exactly what I mean. You grab him, right, and you go for dive. This is a soft knockdown, and so he techs forward. You think he's not gonna tech forward. You press a button that puts yourself into recovery. Look at how bad this situation is for you now, right? Because you put yourself in a situation where you had to guess on your opponent's tech instead of reacting, and so now you're in a really bad situation. You put yourself in the corner. He has 2 assists available. One of them is extremely fast. It's hard. You're gonna scramble here. In a scramble that is not in your favor at all, and so like, you can avoid that by just not doing the soft knockdown in the first place. A double L special. Why didn't he tag there? That was weird. Gotta be faster on that IED. Oh, you didn't hold Vanish? If you just held Vanish, it's easy pickup. That's tough. 3-5 minutes. Ah, yeah. The danger of going for 2 and 4S and strings. Guess 2H. Don't have to guess here. Once again, right? You guess 2H here where you don't have to guess. It's solo Vegito. The left right is reactable if you practice reacting to it. Especially like when it's not, I mean, you're not forced to take the blocks then here. He's just doing it raw with a solo character, so. You're gonna die for that too. I don't know why you did this. He has a level 5 anyway, so. Ah, this is a punish. This 5H. Double jump spent. Definitely just press 2H. It will reach, because her 2H always reaches. You'd have got there before the assist came out too. Oh. Wasn't bad. Nice, super dash. Good kill him. Okay. Let me break Vegito though. He actually does. I think that's the first time you've actually gotten a hit with the barrier there. Surprisingly, I thought he'd press in the barrier much more, but he didn't. So, okay. Okay, go for the mix up here, but you gotta be ready for the spark situation. Huh? 5H? You're a psycho. Whoa, man, you really wanted to die, huh? So like, what people make mistakes with the sparking situation is that they press too many things. There are too many things that are whiff punishable by empty vanish alone. And so like when your opponent is in sparking, you need to play as low commitment as possible. You don't want to put yourself into recovery or do anything like that, because almost everything in the game is going to be whiff punishable with empty vanish. And so just do nothing, right? Just sit and wait for your opponent to choose a commitment and then deal with it when that time comes. But if you're like committing while they're in sparking, you're going to give them free punishes in a lot of situations. This super dash is YOLO as hell. You know how much damage you take from this? This is a pre-spark 2H with back to corner. So he gets EX here and all that. Like, you super duper explode. Didn't have to do this. You at least wait for your, if you're going to choose a super dash like this, at least wait for your assist to come off cooldown. You have assist advantage here. There's no reason to crank this from full screen, but the risk reward is really not in your favor. You die if you get hit here, and the conversion, if you do hit him with the super dash, is not even that great. Oh, yeah, mixed. Not dead though. Tried to hold up again. This is the guess. Not a super good guess either. Right? Stop burning your double jump before you choose options, bro. Put yourself in such bad situations, man. Your opponent approached on the ground here, though, so there's not really a reason to press this. Like, he's Vegito, bro. He's just gonna press 5M. Like, you're overthinking it. You're overthinking it. Not to mention you're in disadvantage there severely because you burned double jump with back to corner again. And you're just dead anyway to grab. Tough. Okay, see what this last scene's talking about. Oh, asking the 2H again. Stuff. Scary stuff. That's hilarious. He gave you so much meter there. So that's actually hilarious. He gave him like four bars by beaming into barrier. Let's see how we carry this knockdown situation. Super dash assist, nice. You were super slow on this. So there's two reasons that this is dangerous. One, so like you jump with him, right? But then you didn't press a button to jail him. And that's what you're supposed to do here. If you're gonna go up with him, you should press a button to jail him to the ground. However, Vegito does have frame 1 air invulnerability. So this is just a dangerous Oki option to choose in the first place. Because if you double jump again into him like you did here, you just get grabbed. And so like you should modify your SKD Oki here. But, yeah, I already did yours. Okay, I guess you were scared to run offense there. I don't know what happened. Next. Okay, tried to dash jump assist there, but didn't work out. Oh my god, that's a full combo. You've gotten a few hits this set that should have been full combos, but you didn't believe for whatever reason. If you're not gonna believe on the button, if you're not gonna believe in the button hitting, then you shouldn't press it. Weird trade. No 2H. JM instead, you get a full combo. Get empty vanish, convert that for a better one. But it's okay. It's gonna die anyway. Whoa, missed that idea. Oh, it's a punish. That shit is so punishable. What? What is the end of this match? What is Lex doing, bro? Pretty funny. Pretty funny. All right, Tony, listen very carefully to what I'm gonna tell you. All right. So when you're playing against a team like this, it's important to notice that most of your wins, or most of your wins in neutral rather, are gonna come from long range engagements, or they should come from long range engagements, because your team's long range is better. And so like his goal, right, or this team's goal is to force scrambles that are in their favor, and they're very good at doing that. And so you want to keep it long range, right? But you also want to stay aware, right? Because he has to commit a neutral. Like when you're playing Gogeta Blue Point, a lot of people are committing really hard. They're committing to beams, they're committing to, you know, full screen super dash, stuff like that. And you can punish those things if you just stay aware. And so like you just shoot a little bit more, but don't autopilot when you shoot. So like when you're key blasting someone, sometimes you just want to shoot one or two, just to make sure, just to kind of pester them and see how they respond. Because some people like to block like one or two key blasts and they crank the super dash, right? They're like, oh, I think he's gonna keep key blasting, but you can be ready in 2H if you change up the amount of key blasts that you shoot every time. That's really important. And like 18 is a really lame character. Like she's supposed to play really defensive and really reactive, right? And so you should not be committing nearly as much as you did here. Pressing barrier is nice. And sometimes it's gonna work. But other times, you just want to rely on your other tools, your key blasts, you know, good assist calls, your disc, like all that stuff is quite good. But you have to get a feel for the rhythm and play off of your opponent as well. Like, it's not as simple as one pattern is going to work against every single player. Sometimes you'll fight people that are more aggressive. Sometimes you'll play people that are less committal. And so you're going to have to adjust how you play the neutral off of your opponent. That's something that's really important. With your other characters, you feel really uncomfortable using movement. It seems like you're having a hard time moving, and so like most of the time, if something happens so where the range changes from long range to mid range, you're just like focusing on system mechanics. You're pressing tag, you're pressing super dash, and hoping that it works out for you. When you should really up your movement so that you're becoming a presence in the neutral to your opponent, so that whenever you're going for an approach, your opponent's like, okay, I have to respect this, or you know, I should be ready to block something if not. And so like most of the time, your approaches are involving pressing moves more so than moving your character, right? Like you're pressing a lot of like M ball on 21, a lot of like EX ball, a lot of 3M, right? Those are very good and everything. But if you're in a situation where you have assist advantage, right? If you have 2 assists and your opponent has none, then it's gonna be in your benefit to approach, because that's where you get the good mixes. It's up close, right? And you're running blocks and assists. So assist that double as blocks then and neutral. And so like there should be there should be many more situations where you're using one of the pseudo beams to win neutral and using the other to mix. That's like the flow. That's like kind of the flow that you're looking for. Win neutral with one assist, mix with the other. And that is it's going to be a much better game plan moving forward than kind of what you're doing. Mind sparking is the most ridiculous mechanic in this game. And so like what you can and cannot do fundamentally changes when you are in spark. It also changes whenever your opponent's in spark. Like I said, a lot more things become way more punishable when your opponent is in spark. And there's also a lot more confirms. There's a lot more things that you can do while you have spark. So like you should really pay attention to that, because you're missing opportunities, because you're not responding appropriately to how things change whenever one of you is in sparking. Double jump. You're burning double jump really early. Like almost every time you jump. Well, I guess I'll adjust that first. On defense, you're holding up a lot. You're just trying to up back out of situations. This game doesn't have chicken blocking. In this game, jumps have startup. And so if your opponent staggers and they hit your 4-frame jump startup, you just give them a free combo. So you don't want to be holding up on defense. And how do you stop holding up on defense? You become more comfortable with blocking the offense of your opponent. So you should practice defending, just blocking things out. Sometimes you're going to run into 50-50s and whatnot, but once you get a feel for like what defensive mechanic you should use when, then you can rely on those more so than just trying to up back out of situations. But when you do get the up backs, you're burning double jump immediately. So what you should do instead is, if you're trying to jump out of the situation, you should try super jumping, because when you super jump, you go much further. You have momentum control, and you also can save your double jump. And your double jump is your life in this game. It's so important. It dictates what you can and cannot do in the neutral in a huge way, because often characters that have double jump burned, they cannot do anything to stop themselves from being anti-aired, because you can't change your trajectory anymore. You have to pretty much hard commit to a move, and most things that you do after a burn double jump are going to be 2Hable, especially if you're up close, because key blasts and stuff like that will miss. And so like you should focus on holding that resource more super jump, less burning of the double jump, and like working some dash jump approaches, working some moon jump approaches. There's like so many different ways that you can approach your opponent that it feels like you're really uncomfortable just moving. But at the same time, you know, you also lost a ton of scrambles, which is natural. I would expect you to lose most scrambles in this situation. And so like, how do you avoid the scramble? By having good movement, right? You avoid the scramble by having good movement, being mindful of your opponent's assists, you know, reflecting them or avoiding them where necessary. And so you don't get sucked into the vortex of, you have to react with your opponent, and now you're taking an engagement that is not on your terms. So those are the main things that I think that you should work on. You can also run some other mixes than just SD assist. SD assist is good, but like there are other ways to mix your opponent. Yeah, I didn't even see, most of the time I see Kefla's that 6H way too much. I don't think you did it once. I also don't think you did any of like the 2H into the low You know, conventional block string mixes, like that stuff is still valuable. Super dash assist is one thing, but you'd be surprised at how many people get hit by just a normal ass block string. It hits a lot of people because you'll catch them jumping, try to press a button. You know, they commit to a system mechanic that they didn't need to. You know, they guard cancel in a bad place. Like, there's a lot of different ways to hit your opponent. You don't have to tunnel vision on just one avenue. And so yeah, you should keep that in mind moving forward. So keep practicing, keep practicing. Okay, next set. Okay, out of the gates, you have a problem, and you've always had this problem, where anytime your opponent moves forward like this, your double jump super dashes come out. Like you do it like almost every time, especially if you like super jump over an assist or something, you like almost always super dash over the top. So should mind that habit. You have no assist here, so careful about overextending. So like if T held tag here, you get hit because you overextended. Right, you have no assist here, you go for a restagger, you actually just straight up whiff, right? So you get tagged on for free there. Tried to go for an air to air, I'm sure you tried to jump and go for an air to air and got hit because you pressed this button early. Counter hit. What? You tech EX punch? Oh, I don't know why that. Okay, never mind. I actually had to restart the playlist. I was like, what the fuck happened? Insane. Not quiet. Pretty easy kill. I don't know why he EX punched there. Very uncharacteristic. Your legs. Oh, what a press. You press a lot more buttons now. But like, I think where you're pressing buttons matters. Like, you usually tend to press after 2 buttons on block. Wonder if T will adjust that. Wow. Commit where you don't have to. And volleyball in for no reason. Okay, level 3. Boku. Wait, what happened? Always forget about the command grab. Oh, nice block from T. Yeah. Pretty sure that's you guess teching. Getting counter hit for it. Okay, guess 2H. Okay, this vanish is actually like really dangerous. You actually get 2H for this. It's scary. Yeah, you actually get 2H, and I'm sure you've seen people do it before. So yeah, a little bit. So like more so, right? You want to put yourself in less situations where you have to panic vanish here in the first place, and so it doesn't become a problem because this is the 2H, and this character definitely hurts. Is he gonna kill you here? I don't know what that combo was, but I don't know. Wait, what? I don't know why he did any of that. He could have just went into EX punch. But all right, greedy with your spark. Yep. So like what T is doing here is taking advantage of where you like to challenge. He's located where you like to challenge in his strings, and now he's just punishing you for it. He knows if he does X amount of options on your block, then you're gonna try to press, or you're gonna try to get out in that way, and so he's just taking advantage of that. And that's why you get hit. You get counter hit like probably 4 or 5 times in a row there. Still not dead. Okay. Good die. Wonderful. Nice. What? Why'd you back that shit? So, okay, this is actually an overextension on your part. So like you M kick, you call assist, and then you backdash, and then after he's out of hit stun, you try to go for this air-to-air attempt, and you just fly past him because you have way too much momentum. This is an overextension. And then you burn double jump immediately too. You don't even have an assist available. This is don't do that. If you're gonna back off, then back off. But don't back off and then be like, oh shit, like I could have got a hit confirm there, and then like try to get it back, because then you're just gonna lead to yourself getting like tagged on or scrambled in a very unfavorable situation. So no reason for you to go back in there. Misses a 2H, but not how this is gonna go most of the time. Also, that combo stuff. Holding up. This is in. Yes. M. Oh, scrambles. If he presses 2H a little bit later, he gets it. Yeah, you are ready for the young switcheroo. Yeah, over top of the assist, yeah. Gotta keep your eyes on your opponent even when you're approaching with an assist. Thought the assist would hit you, but it didn't. Are dead. Thanks. Oh my god, he dropped it there. Okay. Pressing volleyball fist on Tien a lot, actually. Yep. Bro, he's gotten so many hits that way already. It's only game 2. What he's doing is like you're thinking that you're clever by like doing late presses and like fuzzying, but like he has adjusted his offense to specifically attack your presses. And so like you gotta switch it up. Like eventually after you get hit like 4 or 5 times in a row for it, like you're like, okay, I gotta do something else. Or else you're just gonna get cut. Like hit is destroying you right now by just doing like button into EX or button into EX, and you're just guessing on defense every time. Yep. He didn't tech. Hilarious. Maybe tag into debuff here? I don't know. Like, go into rocket kick the 21. Like, I feel like if you're running her on your team, you should be debuffing there. That's tough. Drops. +3. Don't do this. So, in special tag situations, I think he messed up, by the way. I think he tried to call assist and he accidentally got a special tag because there's no reason to do +3 into tag like that. But instead of pressing 2M immediately, you want to dash forward and then press something because he has 10 frames of landing recovery. See that squat animation Goku has? He has 10 frames of forced landing recovery there. So if you attack that, then you get a free punish. But you press 2 early, so you miss it. Scrambles. Weird to me that you decided to 5L here when like one of those key blasts definitely could have gotten through. Oh no, I guess that's you prepping for moon jump, but like pretty dangerous there. Yeah. I don't know what that combo was supposed to be, but yeah. So you're moving, you're doing that thing where you're approaching with your assist, and so you think you don't have to worry about your opponent because you're assuming that it's gonna hit when it doesn't. Good job. Yeah. When you're playing against someone with DP assist, you have to be aware of things like that. It's just, yeah. It would be the same if like you're playing against 17, right? Like you think it's your turn, but it's not your turn yet. You gotta wait a little bit longer. Yep. It's good on him. So like what T is illustrating here, right, is that you have a really hard time in neutral when people don't jump in on you. It's because like most of your neutral is throw key blast and then go for an air to air when your opponent tries to jump over it. But T is just kind of sitting here doing nothing. And so like he doesn't have to approach you until he sees a commitment, and so you're having a lot harder time. This is that thing I was talking about before. That's the first thing I made note on, right? And most of the time when you see an approach from your opponent, you'll see things like this. Like that jump super dash. And it's like, the crazy part is that it's really dangerous. It's like he 2H'd, he got counter hit. But like if he had just called hit, then you give him a happy birthday there even. Be careful. Get away with one though. Bum, 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 bum. Legs. You know, you and Complex got hit by a lot. Got hit by that a lot this tournament. Pretty interesting. Don't know why that's starting to hit people more, but I guess people are just assuming it's gonna be the overhead. Yeah, gotta be careful here. I think you called it too late. Yeah, so you did empty vanish plus assist, right? What you should do sometimes instead is assist empty vanish, right? You spark assist empty vanish and it turns him around, right? And so like if he presses this 5L, 21 comes from the other side and hits him. He gets full comboed, right? Doing it in this way allows him to press through. While it will work sometimes, but you gotta. So I think sometimes you should mix in the other method. It would be better. Especially because you're playing an assist that can be 2H'd. So if you just wanted to mash 2H on that too, right? That's an option because she's airborne. Oh, one reflective in. Okay, checked out. Yep. Too much shooting. Not enough moving. Yep. Oh, dropped. Man, kick is like 100% on you right now. that kick is fucking your day up. Yep. Thought the assist would hit, but it didn't. He lived though. Hit the yard. Okay. You think it's your turn, but it's not your turn yet. Fighting games in a nutshell. I mean, like, if your opponent is good at creating that dynamic, then they're just doing well. That's a good fighting game player stuff. Making your opponent think that they have a window where they don't. That's what frame traps are at the end of the day. He doesn't go for clash. Okay. Drops. Drops. It's really slow on that empty low. This combo. RPSs you. I think he only did that because you won the clash last time. Oh. Down ticked into the beam and got hit by it again. Pretty funny. No. No. You have to 2H him here. He's not gonna give this to you that many times. Right? Got it. This is like one that you like kind of have to 2. You gotta. If you don't 2H like that, so here's the problem, right? If you don't 2H this and you reflect it like you did, you still have to deal with the assist afterwards. And that's a problem, considering like, you see how you're still recovering from the reflect animation here? He's still plus. And he still has hit assist behind him. And so like, you really like, those you're gonna have to get sometimes. Like, you can't let every single one of those rock, or else he's just gonna SD assist you 100 times a match. And some will hit you. They will. His assists are quite good, so. Okay. Oh, you got the hit there. Didn't believe. Pretty hard to confirm those. High up JL. Ramble time. 2 assists on him. 1 on you. Okay. Rambles. He has 2 invulnerable assists here. You have to be really careful. Okay, backs up. Late on the confirm. So like, this is an assist call that looks like it's really good, right? But your momentum is in the wrong direction for you to be able to confirm on this, right? That's the problem, is that when you call it, see how like you're on moon jump momentum, so you're going like down here. I don't know why that popped up, but yeah, you're going the other way. And so like, since now you called your assist, there's too much space here. Too much space to get the confirm that you want. You would have to SD. And sometimes SD is the right option. Like going for the optimal confirm every time is just gonna lead to a lot of drop combos and a lot of missed opportunities. So sometimes you just want to SD follow it. I think defense is looking nice. Problem is that he tunnel visions. Tunnel vision's really hard. Yep. Good jump in from him. He missed the combo though. Huh? Yep, that same thing that we man. That was really good from him. So like you can punish this. It's hit matchup things though. So like if you see him 5S, you can reflect or even like level 1 super or whatever you want on reaction, but you gotta be ready. And I think that's the first time he did it this set, so I don't expect anyone to be ready on the first interaction when he's this close to you. But it is important that you don't try to press, because you did get counter hit there again. He does have cancels out of the counter. It's not just like it's not like a Jiren or something like that. So like I hope you realize like how dangerous what you're doing here is, right? Like you're throwing a lot of this like 1S and stuff like that, right? Okay, you're gonna get EX punched so much. You're gonna get EX punched so much by this character if you just keep throwing shit like this, right? T is a much more reserved player and he likes to play slower, so he doesn't press it. But like if you're playing against like an Adrian or you know, someone else that plays Gogeta, right, they're just gonna press EX and they're gonna nuke your health bar. So you're just kind of shooting without reason here. You're autopiloting. Can't tell if hit is super strong if you don't know the matchup. Hit is strong and you also don't know the matchup. He's not like broken strong, but he has some stuff for sure. Got his backdash. Nice tech from him, wow. End up low again. Right? So this is that so like he approaches, right? Go for an air to air and you miss, and now you're pretty much screwed. Like I said, for some reason this shit is hitting everyone now. I guess because people don't go for it nearly as much. People just aren't ready, but this tournament, a lot of people got hit by the Rekka into low. He doesn't really command grab either. I don't think he's command grabbed once with Gogeta. Oh, that was a scramble and a half. See, like, it's so funny. Because I think, like, if he would have let the third hit rock, it would have been a problem. Yeah, you actually just would have gotten hit. If he lets the third hit rock, but T... T too scared, bro. Shot. Missed the idea. Oh, that double jump was... Ooh, that shit was scary. Okay. Wait, why did you... Ah, think about it. It's definitely just 50-50 him there. I don't know why you... Up for a grab. You have to hit the ground when you do this super. If you don't hit the ground, then it doesn't track. He just will super from wherever he is. Yeah, you super before you hit the ground. He just runs into a key blast. That shit is mad funny. Anticlimactic as hell. Finally EX'd. They got him a hit, go figure, and then he dropped it. What a guy. Got hit by the low last time, so this time you get hit by overhead. That's just not true, Izzy. That's not true. That's not true at all. The reason that everyone is not playing hit is because the physical demand of having to choose the absolute correct response to every option that your opponent has is like way too much. No one is going to choose the right thing every single time. And so it's not like, wow, you just can't do these things against this character. He has options for them, but like, so do other characters. It's not any different than, than a top tier who can also cover all of those options. It's actually worse than those, because the top tiers can just do things, and the things that they're doing cover multiple things at once. Hit has to choose the specific option against what you're choosing, and that's why most people don't play hit. Despite having those tools. I don't doubt that the character's strong, but like, you can't SD at him, you can't reflect it, you can't zone it, and like, nah, that's not true. That's not true. What you just described is lab coat. Even that's not true. You can actually zone lab coat, but it's just a little awkward sometimes. Back to this. Okay, what happened here? Okay, EX time. You're gonna kill him on the next interaction anyway. Yeah, I don't know if I like going for debuff here, man. I don't think I like going for debuff here because your next hit's gonna kill him no matter what anyway, because you have Tien in the back. So I think betting on a soft knockdown here is not the way. And then you panic vanish because you notice that you whiff. It's a full combo, he gets out for free. That's tough. That's tough. Sage to the rescue. Thank you for the follow. Bro, the mix-up between, like, all T has done this entire set is switch between doing 1 button into option and 2 button into option, and you've gotten hit every single time. Oh, you tried to save yourself? Tough. Oh, I dropped it. Oh, your legs. Okay. Last chance at life. Whoa! that was fucking weird. That's hilarious. You just got jumped in on. Yep. You count it here? Yep. He's debuffed, isn't he? Oh no, it should kill, right? No, he was, yeah. Yeah, he almost threw that. Ah, 1 button into EX. Yeah, so like the things that I've been telling you, pretty much all true here. So like you think that here's the problem, right? Is that I think that you've put more time into like trying to play good defense. Oh, sorry. Yeah, you've like tried to put some more time into playing good defense, but as a result, you've like switched to a really unhealthy dynamic, where like you're tunnel visioning so hard on defending certain things that like very simple adjustments from your opponent lead to you getting hit pretty much every block string that your opponent runs. And so like never once, like I don't even think a single time this set did T do like an extended block string into an assist and like go for a mix and get the hit, right? Because he never had to, because every time that he got you in block stun, if he did 5L into like an EX or 5LL into an EX, you just got hit every single time. And so like this is a case where you think your defense is good, but it's not. You might be good at blocking the conventional stuff. You might be able to take a DR every now and then, but what happens when your opponent does something that attacks your tunnel vision? You get absolutely smoked. And that is the main reason that you lose this set, is because every time that T ran offense, you got hit, because he didn't have to do anything. He just does button, EX, and then he has 2 assists for the knockdown, for the Oki, for the combo extension. There's no way to win if you get hit every single time your opponent runs a block string. And so like you need to adjust how you play defense. And like, yeah, that needs to change in a big way, I think, because it's just too much. It's too much towards one side at the moment. Also in the neutral, you're tunnel visioning too. This is a base Vegeta brain. A lot of base Vegetas have the problem where like they have so much power in their ki blast that they just relentlessly do it over and over and over again without regard for their opponent or what options that their opponent might have against it, or what options that they can choose specifically against them. Like I said, if T pressed EX Lariat more with Gogeta, this set is not close. The set is not close if in the mid-range, every time he saw you shoot, you just pressed EX punch. Because you're just turning your brain off and you're throwing ki blasts over and over and over again. And so like you need to ease up. and focus more on. I think you need to play a little bit more grounded, and also just like move with your assist more. I think would pay off in a big way. But right now you're shooting way too much, and that's why you're getting SD'd, and that's why you will continue to get, you know, neutral skipped on. You'll get neutral skipped by Labcoat. You'll get neutral skipped by Gogeta. All these characters will just choose their options that go through your shooting and smoke you for it, and it will be frustrating. So you need to adjust on that. Every single time your opponent does a dash jump approach or a moon jump approach, you always go for air to air, regardless of whether it's a good air to air attempt or not. So you're not looking at your opponent and being like, okay, this is a good place to go for an air to air, so I'm go for it. Every time your opponent approaches in that way, you pretty much go for an air to air, and you're getting counter hit a lot. You lost the set. You lost the set on tunnel visioning on the air to air, right? Like this situation right here. Rewind. We're in the neutral. He chooses approach, and you're thinking, wow, my opponent's in the air. Time to go for an air to air, right? But he already pressed his button early. So you get hit and you get full comboed, and that is the set, right? Tunnel vision. Once again, you're choosing the same exact option in the same exact situations every single time. There's no variation. You're not mixing up at all. You're just hoping that that one option that you have for that situation will answer your opponent every single time, and it won't. It will not, and that's why you lost the set, because you can't do that. You have to have a set of options, and you know, kind of adjust depending on the situation. You can't just go into it thinking every single time he does this, I'm gonna do this. And we even saw that with like clash scenarios, right? He 6M'd, and the first time you won the clash, but the next time he 6M'd, he countered and got a free combo and a knockdown for it, right? Big deal. Very, very important. Man, really, that's like, those are really just that big thing. Like you pretty much lost to those things alone. In terms of like offense, like there wasn't a ton of you running that good, like running crazy offense or anything like that. Mostly like take your TN 50-50s where you can get them. There was like a time where you could have 50-50'd him, but instead you backed off into DR, and like T's pretty good at taking DR in general. And so like you probably should have just rang your 50-50 there instead. SD in the mid range is like a big drug of yours right now. I think you rely too much on it, so be careful about that. Respect your opponent's invul assists. Respect your opponent's invul assists. They are really strong. Hit A is bullshit, and so you have to treat it like it's bullshit. If you know an assist is bullshit, you try to not interact with it. If you know it's bullshit and you try to interact with it, you're gonna die. You're going to die. And so like it's you have to give it the proper respect, or else you will lose games to that assist alone. You can and you will. Was there anything else? I don't think there was anything else I really had to say. Thinking. No, that's fine. That's fine. No, I think that's pretty much it. You have some work to do. As if things continue the way they are now, I know you like got top 3 at this Wumpa Warriors. You're probably feeling pretty good about that. But remember what I said a long time ago about improving in fighting games is a series of plateaus. You will see improvement and you will plateau. You'll see improvement and you will plateau. You don't make some adjustments, you're gonna run into that plateau again real soon. So keep practicing. And stop getting so frustrated when people win. And like, so listen, man. I know better than anyone how you think. And like, as many times as you say you don't care about losing, and you don't care, you do. It's okay to care though. Like, don't feel like you can't care. It's okay to care. It's not bad to care about winning or losing, okay? It's not a bad thing, okay? What's important is whether you care or not is self-evaluation. What did you do wrong? What can we do better? Focusing on, this guy's an idiot, I don't want to play, this isn't fun, right? You're not good enough. You're not, okay? You're not good enough to be telling people, I can't improve by playing you. That doesn't exist, right? There's no one on this planet that is too good to learn from playing someone. That does not exist. And so don't get up your own ass about I only play against people that play a certain way or this is that. I'm not gonna play people that I deem as right. That doesn't fucking matter. At the end of the day, right? People are gonna play the way that they want to. And so you, as a player, have to make adjustments. You have to. Or else you will lose to these people, right? It's just how it goes. You can't get away with only being good against one play style. Because you're gonna run into people that play other play styles. So don't like you're taking it you're thinking about it in the wrong way. It's okay to care, first of all. Second, I don't give a shit whether you care or not. Honestly, just like people are gonna beat you this way. Like they're gonna beat you by going crazy and so like just right. Take your ego out of the equation. Because that's what it is. You feel like you've reached a certain standard that puts you above these other people. Not the way it goes. You haven't done shit in offlines. You're not shit until you do shit in offlines, right? So I'm trying to prepare you for that. Don't disrespect these people, right? Don't not take them seriously. Cool. All right, moving on. Oh, no problem, Hikari. I think it's little things for you, Hikari. Just little things, small adjustments, and I think you'll be good, man. Okay. Oh, is this from the same tournament? I think it is. Man, this tournament was really sweaty, huh? I'm like, wow, this is all the same tournament. Yeah. Go Tink's brain. You actually pressed the wrong one, though. Like, most Gotenks players, when they're in the air, they relentlessly press J6S, but you press J5S. I don't know why you... I don't know why, yeah, I don't know why you press J5S there, but... he's prone to get SD'd on, especially in, like, mid-range. Quite a lot. Your execution bad. If you can't press J6S instead of J5S, I don't know what you're gonna do, bro. I don't know if I can help you. Yes. Yeah. Super dead. What does sweaty actually mean? It actually doesn't mean anything. It just means people are trying hard. Yeah, they're just trying hard to win. That's all. It's not a negative thing at all. People just turned it into... It actually comes from shooters. Because, like, people in, like, Call of Duty games would want to, like, go and just pub stomp without having to actually, like, play the game and think. And so anytime they ran into someone that was actually trying to win, they would call them a sweaty. They'd be like, oh, like, you were sweating, bro. Like, why are you trying so hard? It's like, bro, we're playing competitive video games. We're trying to win. What's the point? If you're not sweating in a tournament environment, then what the fuck are you doing? And even if it's not a tournament environment, how can we vilify people for trying to win in a competitive game? What are we trying to do? Trying to do the same thing. So what are we talking about, bro? This shit is insane. That Oki was whack, but you got away with it. It's fine. No. This is an unacceptable job. An unacceptable job. I'm ashamed. You didn't dash. How is it whack? Your takeoff is telegraphed. Like, the way you take off, it like lets you know that you can't go across it. That's all. Your takeoff is also late. Like look at... You probably didn't notice this when you're doing it. Like, look at your takeoff here. See how you, like, inch forward? That tells me your takeoff's late. And so you'll have a hard time getting over your opponent's head and still meeting if you're taking that step forward. You get fucked because you dropped the combo. What the fuck are you doing, bro? Well, they don't know that? Well, I do. Interesting that you didn't vanish here. Though it kind of would have been awkward. You could have late vanished though, and still been at ground level. What'd you do wrong here? Safe jump? Okay. Ah! You didn't watch the primer. If you're gonna safe jump it, you need to super jump immediately afterwards. So if he empty vanishes, you can barrier and get a full punish. Don't just stand there or try to press. It's not in your favor. He has 2 assists. Die for it too. Tough. Oh. W ass boy. W ass boy. Can't let this rock, bro. Because you won't, like I said, like you won't get this many times where a base Vegeta is just gonna YOLO the SD instead of doing like Rocket Cake or something. Gotta cook him for that. Oh, the fuck was that? Oh, that sucks. I think your problem was trying to double jump and choose an option. I think if you chose like EX immediately, you'd have been fine. Yeah, try to double jump. You gave him too much time. You gave him too much time to get up there in time because he whiffed on the first one. So like if you EX immediately, you're out of there. Yeah, in the corner. Mix. Okay. That J8S is really good. That J8S is really good. Too bad it didn't turn into anything. It's pretty cool. Okay. Challenge in the mid-range. Gotta get your moon jumps down. There's no point in doing this Oki if you're not doing the proper moon jump to cover the tech. Landing and 5M'ing is not gonna cut it. Okay. Good situation. Definitely wet. So like if I'm ace at this point, I 100% know that you have trouble going cross it. Okay. Okay. You gotta step 2L. It's far, but it doesn't go that far. I wish that shit went this far. Are you serious? Take the wrong steal. Take the command grab, bro. What the fuck are you doing, man? Wow, caught the whack dash. You're gonna have to spend Vegeta to get a knockdown. Okay. Weird to me that you didn't choose Ghost Oki there. I don't know why that's so funny to me. I think it's because, like, I think you were trying to... I think you're trying to do JL and then, like, 5L string him, but... It turned into an air auto combo. You got hit. That's pretty funny. Uh-oh. Okay. Okay. I don't know why we're pressing... Why is everyone pressing on Vanish nowadays? What's going on? Guys, it's +2. What you guys doing? What the fuck? Autopilot blockstring. Dagger 5H hits you. Counter hit. Okay. Got a combo there. Missed opportunity. 6M way too much, man. Mixed him, man! Why are you always fucking pressing 6M? Man. What? What's up, Hikari? What do you do when people tech after Spark like that? He missed tech. He didn't tech. You just combo him. You get a full combo here. It's... He didn't tech. You just JL and you build 8 bars on the combo because he didn't tech. Oh my god. Oh, drops. Should go to 21 for sure. Okay, another meter for 3. That stuff. Ah! Someone was not looking at their X's, my friend. Also, okay, this Oki is really fucking bad. Okay, so what you do here, right? You do JL as a frame kill, but why didn't you press the button? The reason that backdash OS works is because the option select. So if they block the JH, then you get a string. If they don't block the JH, then you get the backdash. But you didn't press anything, so you would have stopped him from tagging altogether. You would have stopped him from tagging altogether if you just pressed the JH. You wanted to bait reflect and you got tagged on. But if he reflects, he was tagging here no matter what. So if you do the JH and he reflects, you 2H the tag anyway because you land. You don't have to do that. You should still take the meaty. You're basically VOD. Your trouble was you did bad assist. So bad assist calls, you commit on defense in places that you don't need to. In neutral you need to move more and commit less. Like you're betting on like full screen super dash and shit too much. You should threaten your opponent by just putting yourself near using movement, and then you'll have to use less assists. You'll have more assists to run your mix-ups and shit, because right now you're using 2 assists to get in a lot of the time. Those are the main things. Okay, what's going on here? Good jump in from him. Gonna get... well, if I were him, I would 21 level 3, but he might Goki you instead. I don't understand this decision at all. I despise this decision. The GC Vanish, he ends up getting a hit for it, but like, I think that was just the wrong call from him in the first place. Uh-oh. Almost. That's hard to confirm, though. Whoa. Where was your assist? It looked like you were setting up for, like, super jump assist or something, but you just kind of did nothing. Yeah, I don't know what your plan was there. You did neutral super jump into like nothing. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Relax. Okay. Oh my god. So here it's better to go cross up because it's still safe jumps, whereas JS doesn't. Just setting up a contingency plan for your sparking. Yep. It's hit anyway, so he dies. No reason for him to not spark there. You'll be trying to let people back into games, man. If he sparks there, you pretty much can't lose. But now you can definitely lose. Uh-oh. Yeah, okay. This is a good assist call from him. You probably... I don't know what you pressed, but like a lot of people try to air dash or like press an air invulnerability here when they... Because it's not like... He can't staircase you by himself all the way to the ground, but it was a good assist call from him. Got it. You tried a 2H. Bro, you hadn't even landed yet. You're crazy. If you press anything there, it needs to be EX grab. You hadn't even hit the ground yet. Unless you're Janemba, you should not be pressing 2H there. Guess for the game. The GC vanish. Ooh. So I don't hate the SD here. I don't hate the SD here. Cause it's like it's post double jump. It's hard to hit the like you can see like even though he hit you, it's hard to confirm. So don't hate it. But she does have 214S. If you press that here, the game is over. But I don't hate it. Don't hate it. Don't hate it. Okay. Nice. Yep. Go Tanks Brain. Remember what I said? Remember what I said about Go Tanks Brain? About you guys always pressing like J success in the mid range, leave yourself prone to SD. That's how you lose that game. So like, yeah, you definitely like need to work on movement in a big way. Like his movement's way better than yours. There are so many times where like you're committing to specials in neutral, like beams and stuff like that, and he's getting clean moon jumps over and punishes. Less moves, more movement, right? That's the motto. Less moves, more movement. If you're trying to get close to your opponent, using the movement is the way, not pressing a move. It's always going to be better because it's less committal. And so you leave your options open in a big way. Work on your 21 Oki, please. Make me throw a... he's putting you into some common situations, right? He's putting you into some situations that come up in Dragon Ball Fighters a lot. And like the way that your autopilot is working, you're getting cooked for it because he's layering. So like in a normal situation, if someone tried to do a bad staircase on you, you could press 2H. You could land and press 2H and you would probably get the hit, right? But he's going to the next layer of I know that I'm not going to get a good staircase, so I call my assist, right? And that you should expect people to like be able to at least layer in that way when an assist is involved. So you shouldn't just like autopilot into like, damn, I'm just gonna try to hit him for every situation. Especially because like the way that he called his staircase, he doesn't get a mix up there. He doesn't get a mix up there if he uses the assist to get you to jail to the ground in the first place. So defending from there on is like much easier, like much easier. Work on mixing up your pressure. Like you get challenged, and like sometimes you get challenged and like you're confused because you don't know why you're getting challenged in those places. It's because like you're becoming patterned with the way that you're running your pressure, and so people are picking, they're noticing, okay, he runs his pressure this way, and they're challenging, right? Challenging from there. And so like that's a really big deal. Should work on that. What else? There's definitely some other shit. So like Gotenks especially, like you're pressing too many moves, man. You're pressing way too many moves. You're pressing too many moves with Vegito too, though. You press 5M way too much. And I told you this whenever we played, that like when I play games against you, literally all I do is make sure I don't get 5M, and I never lose. I never lose if I don't get 5M. And so like that's a problem, right? So Vegito has a ton of different options on top of having 5M, and so like you should be threatening with all the tools. It should not be, if I hit 5M, I win. If I don't hit 5M, I lose, right? That's a very hollow way to play the game. it should never feel like if you need to hit this one move, and if you don't hit that one move, there's no way for you to win the game, right? Establish a more flourished game plan that involves more tools of your characters, and so that you have contingency plans. If someone is good at avoiding 5M, well, we can switch up our approach to something else. Maybe we go for more air EX legs. Maybe we go for more air to airs. Maybe we go for this, maybe for that, right? You feel like you rely on 5L and get smoked with it? Yes, you press 5M, like the places that you're pressing 5M, you have no business pressing 5M in. There are good 5Ms, right? There are places where pressing 5M on Vegito is correct, right? But there are situations where it's not correct, and you're pressing 5M in a lot of situations where it's not correct, right? So regardless of whether you think the quantity is off, of how much you press it, right? Focus on the quality. Is the 5M that you press. If you press one 5M per set, but it's a bad 5M, right? I would give you the same exact feedback, right? Because you should be pressing that button where it's good and not where it's bad. Because at the end of the day, right? 5M is a button that comes up very often now. And so people are going to structure their entire game plans off of avoiding that button. So even one bad 5M can get you in a lot of trouble, especially like when assists are involved and whatnot. Yeah, that's a big deal. You still have that block string thing, right? You still have the block string number problem. And it's funny that I'm bringing this up again, because like I feel like more people have acquired this issue than have fixed it in recent times, where like it's like a sleep number, except with block strings. Like, how many buttons do I need to press in order to force a response from you? I feel like that's still happening to you, where like it only takes X amount to make you feel uncomfortable on defense, and then from there they don't even need to mix you from that point, because they can pretty much bank on you holding up or pressing a button, and now I've just hit you with 2 assists for the knockdown and blah 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 blah, this and that, right? Okay, important. I think your health management can use some work. I also think the defensive mechanics that you're using, like GC Vanish, right? Use them, but use them better. Or so like don't like, at no point, like when you're playing defense, right, should you turn your brain off and be like, no matter what my opponent does, I'm going to choose this option, right? That's how you get really hard punished, by committing in your head before you see what your opponent is doing. So I want you to pay more attention when you're defending. When your opponent is running their offense, pay attention to what they're doing, then choose your option based on what you're seeing. Don't choose your option the moment you get put into block stun, because something might change, right? That's how people end up getting fucked up trying to guard cancel. Like, how many times have you guys seen like someone start a block string and then their opponent walks forward because they were trying to guard cancel the entire time, and so they just walk forward and they get like 2M'd and they die, right? That happens because in their mind, when the block string started, they were like, I'm guard canceling no matter what, right? they're not paying attention to what their opponent is doing and then choosing the option. They've already programmed themselves to say, no matter what happens, I'm gonna do this, and they get cooked for it. And so I think that's happening with you a little bit on GC Vanish and stuff like that. So I would pay a little bit more attention to your opponent when you're choosing the defensive option, and always keep in mind that when you're running your offense, that your opponent's defensive options matter, right? If they have something specific like DP is, or if they have sparking available, or any type of invulnerability, you need to be structuring around that, because people with their backs to their wall, or with the backs to the wall, will always choose them. Like they will choose them. They'll choose them. And you might think, like, why would they ever do that? That's so crazy, right? But you got to keep in mind that people often make the decisions that lose them games. Very, very rarely do people lose games off of a decision of the opponent. It's a decision that they themselves made. They will choose that crazy committal option that will lose them the game. They will. They will. And if you get hit by it, right? If you get hit by it, you're going to feel very foolish. But if you play a little bit more composed and you're more willing to wait out these options from your opponent, then they're going to be the ones that feel foolish. You're going to be like, why the fuck would you do that with the game on the line, right? That's how it goes. That's just how it goes. One of you is going to look foolish. It's just a matter of making it your opponent instead of yourself. That type of stuff matters in a big way. But yeah, you need to work on your movement in a big way. Angles of approach, right? Same thing I've told. Same thing. You notice that, like, there's some feedback that I give to almost everyone, right? There's some feedback that I give to everyone because it will always matter. Angles of approach matter so much in this game, right? Establish more angles. Get a little bit creative if you have to. You're gonna have to experiment in order to find out if things work. You can't stay within your little bubble and keep doing the same thing over and over and expect things to change. You're gonna have to experiment and find out, like, okay, this was good or this is bad. Otherwise, you're just gonna be stuck tunnel visioning on the same few options that you have been. And you're just never gonna get anywhere, right? It's part of learning. Yeah, work on it. All right, that was 3 hours. Holy shit. Holy fucking shit, that took a long time.